Hi, this is Trey Pastor, and this is my movie review with minor spoilers of Olympus Has Fallen. Here's my ticket stub. Let's see if you can see that. There. Focus, focus. There it is. Olympus Has Fallen. There we go. Okay, if you've seen the trailer for this, you know the basic story of this. This terrorists basically attack the White House, which is Olympus in the title, and basically take it over and kidnap the president. Okay, now this movie stars, of course, Gerard Butler. He plays Mike Manning, Secret Service agent, and Aaron Eckhart as the president. And then you have Morgan Freeman as Speaker Trumbull, and Angela Bassett as the Secret Service director. And you got Melissa Leo as Secretary of Defense. I think you also have Robert Forrest is in this as well. And then you have Rick Hume, who plays Kang. This movie is sort of like a mixture of Air Force One and Die Hard in a way, and I really enjoyed this movie. First of all, let me say, of course, I don't believe that anybody could ever take over the White House the way they did in the movie, but I thoroughly enjoyed the way they did show them taking it over, and I think that was impressively shot. The way they took, the villains in the movie took over the White House. That whole setup and how they did it was nice. I don't believe it, of course, but this is a movie, and for a movie, I thoroughly enjoyed that whole sequence when they did that. And like I said, I enjoyed this movie. It's totally predictable, of course, but I really enjoyed it. And Gerard Butler, I thought, was really good as Mike Bannon. He plays like I said, a Secret Service or former Secret Service agent who was, assigned to the president, and because of a tragedy, which I won't get into exactly, that you watch what the tragedy is, he's sort of reassigned off the presidential detail to I think working in a desk job. Okay, so so he's of course he was close with the first family, of course, but after the tragedy happens, he gets pulled off that detail, of course, and he's kind of like going through the motions and stuff. Okay, and like I said, and then of course the terrorist attack happens on the White House and Olympus, like the title says, is basically the White House gets taken over, and Mike Banning just happens to be down the block from it, and he manages to to get into the White House, and since he has insider knowledge from being on the Secret Service detail, he's communicating with the secret, since the president has been taken hostage, and they make Morgan Freeman's character, who's the Speaker of the House, they make him the acting president, and so you have the back and forth between the people in the room and the Secret Service agent and those people that are talking with Mike Banning, while he's also at the same time they're dealing with with the terrorists and what their demands are and what they want. And I won't get into exactly what they want because that'll be kind of spoiler, but it was pretty intense. And like I said, I think Gerard Butler had a lot of good one-liners and stuff, and I like the action inside where he comes sneaking around, trying to get close to freeing the president and stuff. And it's really, like I said, it's a really good action movie. Like I said, it's totally predictable, of course. Like I said, it's kind of a mixture of Die Hard and Air Force One, the president being taken hostage. And of course, one lone guy, spotting one-liners and killing bad guys and, trying to save the day. And like I said, it's totally predictable, but I found it entertaining a lot, and there were a lot of good jokes and stuff in it, and a lot of good violence. I mean, again, like I said before, the sequence when they take over the White House is just full of action and just and blood and guts. I don't know how many people died in that tape, but it was a ton of people, and that was impressively shot. Like I said, it's predictable, sure, but I really enjoyed it, and the crowd was into it when we were watching it tonight. There were moments, sure, corny and everything else, but people clapped, and I felt like clapping too because it was good and it made you feel, and I felt good after watching it. I was trying to describe that feeling. It was kind of a feeling that made you proud to be an American. I know that's kind of corny to say that, but it made you feel proud after all the events in the movie happened, and the way the movie ended, it made you, and give you a good feeling, and which is a good thing. So I would definitely get this movie on Blu-ray. Like I said, Gerard Butler I thought was good, and the cast in this movie I think is impressive too. Like I said, Gerard Butler, like I said, Aaron Eckhart. You got Morgan Freeman, Angela Bassett, Melissa Leo. I think Robert Forster's in this also. So it had a good cast. Now the villain, he wasn't the most charismatic person, but he was ruthless. I give him that. He was a ruthless, and he had a plan too. And then his plan kind of evolved to something else. So in terms of a villain, he was a good villain in terms of plotting and stuff. Didn't have the greatest personality involved, but he had a good plan and stuff. Okay, so I give him that credit for that. Okay, but definitely see this movie. I definitely would highly recommend you see this movie. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. Feel free to leave your comments down below. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.